Hello Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. Alright, so the card that had been pulled out for today out of the numerology deck that I did at the beginning of the week was spirituality. Now, we are very acquainted as Pisces to this color, to this word, to everything that resonates with it. We may have probably been part of this group when it wasn't even very popular to do so, when we were considered to be La La Land dwellers. You know what I mean. You know, people, when you tell them way back when, I'm a spiritual person, they always thought, oh, you're one of those. Some of us have spent part of our lives from hearing from Spirit, trying to convince other people that there is such a thing as, you know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and to have people roll their eyes at us. For some of us, it's been a very long journey. We've ended up here at this part of the world where things are a lot easier, where things are accepted, probably a little easier than they were before. I guess that would depend where you are in the world, as they're saying. But if you are either in the in the West, such as we are, and I guess the East as well, they were probably a lot more spiritual. You guys were probably a lot more spiritual than us, way before we ever have. But I feel that there's a collective opening. That's all to say. It's not, you know, you were before I. It's like more of a collective opening of it's more accepted now than ever before. The 77 does come down to a 5. And since it's on how the past has affected you in this reading, I feel that a lot of us, it's been a long road, and compared to the people ahead of us who are now discovering their spirituality, it's going to be a lot easier than it was for many of us to discover our spirituality. And I think this is what they're talking about. It's been a long road. It's been a long road for us, Pisces. Okay? And the purple on purple for me, the Merkaba being purple and the card being purple, it is truly about being in our zone. Really ourselves, really Pisces, really Page of Cups, really water sign. That intuition, that intuitiveness is really coming in. It's our time. But our past makes us who we are. Makes us that we made this popular before it was in, if you know what I mean. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay? How that has shaped you, Pisces, and how you can use it going forward. Now, I've tried to coordinate the cards to be a lot of purple today because I'm really feeling that vibe. And I want to talk about our biggest strength, which is our spirituality. We are children of the cosmos. We do have answers. It comes easier for us than anybody else in the zodiac. Trust me on this. Reaching your destination, the light is shining brightly, right? So when I see this, it's kind of what I was talking about. It's saying that it's going to be even easier to be a spiritual being now. We are reaching that point in the destination where it's not such a fight to get there. For myself, I really, if you would have asked me this in my 20s, if I would have seen a world where people were embracing spirituality and the knowledge of there's more, I probably would have said, I think we have a long way to go. But it looks like we are getting there. And just this part here, your light is shining brightly. It's saying because you're such a pro at this, you're such a, it's not a novice. A novice is somebody who doesn't know. You're like such an old dog at this, I would say. That's not right either, but you understand what I'm talking about, Pisces. You know, you're an old pro. You've been around this type of energy for so long. It may be a lot easier for you to understand all of this than for everybody who's just kind of tuning into it right now. But it's going to make it that when you reach that destination, it's going to be less, you're going to be less incredulous to it, you know, like going, really? I'm here? It's like, no, finally, I'm here. And I like that. I like that feeling. You are definitely reaching your destination. You're definitely going on that path. And I want to say that you deserve it, Pisces. Okay? You've worked really hard for it. And that effort is going to pay off. You really have to believe that inside of yourself. The triumph that's coming and the success, they're going to be yours. You weren't just born yesterday to this. You were born into it from the moment you came here. Okay? So it's time to reclaim your power. Make sure that you have it, that you're sitting in your own light and standing in your own light. Okay? Remember to celebrate this as well. Okay? Celebrate this success. Don't kind of like fluff it over. You deserve it. You've been on this journey for a long time. I'm hearing from a long time. Your voyage was very, very long, okay? And you had a lot of adventures along the way, a lot of roadblocks, okay? Make sure that you congratulate yourself. Make sure that you get a lot of rest. And make sure that you own the fact that you have always been there, okay? It's okay to say, you know, like, you can say, like, you know, yeah, I've been doing this. I've always been groovy to this, you know? I've always been in the groove of this vibe. Always, always. Oh, it's so terrible. So 70s. And I wasn't even popular in the 70s. I was a child, a very young child of the 70s. Okay, so, it's time, but it's also time not to hold on to that as well, okay? If there's any resentment, that's built up because of this, because this is like your past, like for people who are coming up to this, and it's easier for them, okay? Like you go, instead of saying, maybe in the past where somebody would have said, oh, you're spiritual, what a flake. Now when people go, I would like to explore my spirituality, and because there's more of us who've been on this road for a long time and it's more open now, they go, yes, of course, you know. Don't be resentful for the next generation who have it easier. We needed to be along this path. We needed to set the way to it. We're the ones who put in the groundwork. We're the ones who broke in the trails. Okay, we're the ones who going, yes, it's not popular, but I'm still a spiritual being. So, you know, like it or lump it, I don't care. There had to be some of us here doing that to put that seed that was able to grow over the years. So, you know, don't stand in resentment. That's what we were meant to do. That's what we were meant to go through. We were meant to have a hard time too, so that we could have the wisdom and the experience, so that we could help others, okay? Other people have their own experience and their own growth to deal with, their own different things. There are a lot of cards that wanted to come in. Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. Okay. I like the fact that these are all set like nighttime. See that? There's a lot of like twilight, nighttime journeying into spirituality. It tells me that there's been a lot of like quiet contemplation. Okay, there's a lot of moon energy here, which is in our sign, Pisces. We've been guided, okay? Journey by Moonlight has been guided by the magic of the moon. And we have definitely been guided by her. We have lived by the way she has been doing things. We have definitely been looking at things that way. Believe in magic. I think we were born with that credo. Okay? we've always known that this realm exists, that it's only a thought away. And that the realm for us, the veil between that and here, has always been kind of there. That magical universe has been available for us. Maybe we didn't know how to access it, but we knew it was there. Okay? So remember, this is the path that you've set on, and you are being supported. Continue to trust your nudges from spirit. Believe, okay? And know that in the moonlight, it's all about mystical, magical things happening. You know, those little intuitive nudges that take you by surprise. Those signs that come through. That you go, oh, what a synchronistic thing to happen. You're always going to have that, okay? Even though we can't always see clearly the way, we know that the blessings and the support are always available to us because we were spiritually born under the sign, okay? And the key to all of that is to believe in the unseen, to know the higher good, and to believe in magic, Pisces. It really is as easy as that. So let's see here. I'm going to pull some more cards. Did I leave those here? We'll leave those here. Oh, the Four of Swords, yeah. I was feeling time for rest. There's been a lot of healing and rest happening. I think that some of us have had the time now to heal, okay? This little pause that we had for a while there, it gave us time to really refocus our attention to where we needed it. And it gave us time to rest and see things. Ooh, okay, these cards just went, oh, flying here. Right. We've been in a hangman position for a long time. This is in reverse now. I feel that the limbo and the hangman, it's been, for a lot of us, it's been a long time. I remember as a child talking about spiritual things to adults. And because I was so young, you know, in my 20s, they'd not roll their eyes, but, you know, kind of like, yes, that's nice. Tap you on the head and go, all right, you know, like, carry on. Live in the little world you've created for yourself in your head, but we all know that's not the way it is. You know, you always got that feeling. But it's different now. Through age, of course. Through what the world has been through. Through how the people, how just the human race has opened up to knowing that there needs to be more and that there is more. The Nine of Pentacles, everything's coming to fruition. There's a lot coming through for this. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I saw a little while back that they're showing me this. There's a breakthrough when it comes to cancer treatments. There was some people who were completely put their cancers in remission, actually made them disappear. The tumors were completely gone. If you haven't heard about this, this is fantastic. And it was all done by using the body's own immunity to heal themselves, to attack the cancer cells. Okay? And I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but it comes down to this. This is the kind, and I know they'll say no, but this is the kind of stuff that leading a more spiritual, more being in tune with your body and spirit is going to bring you in this lifetime. Not by sticking poison in our bodies to cure us, by finding ways to cure ourselves, okay? And that all applies here, okay? Some of the most wonderful things that are happening in this world right now, and there's a lot happening, there's a lot that we can say is not good, but there's a lot of good coming through. people putting faces to victims. There was like actually talking about the people instead of just reading a statistic. People working on cures where your own body heals itself. This is the kind of stuff that is coming out, that is actually putting the love and the high vibrating energies back into this world. And that is what we are seeing. That is what we are needing. That's what's important, Pisces. Okay? Don't miss the signs. Even in the worst of times, even in the big tragedies, you can see the spark of love and the energetic vibration of love that's trying to replace all of that. This is the spirituality that has been in a seedling form for a very long time. It's coming to bring abundance to us. Okay? So make sure to take good care of yourself, Pisces, because you're going to have a very important part in the next chapter of this world. Okay? As I said, if you're here right now and you're breathing the air, you have signed up for this journey. You're ready. You knew that this time was coming before you came here, and you wanted to be a part of it. So get excited. Be happy. Okay? Don't let your past troubles or the fact that you've had to fight to be a spiritual being in this kind of world, be a burden on you. Okay? Don't let it burden you. You have to let that go. You have to bring it in as what it was meant to be, as something fantastically beautiful and a gift and a blessing, that you were put here, that you were meant to fight. You are meant to fight for our spiritual beings, okay? To bring them into the fold of this world so that people look at them and say, that's right, that stuff does exist. It is part of our world. It is part of our lives. I knew this was going to be an emotional one for me today, Pisces, because I felt that with the spirituality card, the 5, and the fact that we have been spiritual, and I feel for Spirit is showing me for a lot of you, it's been an uphill battle. To say, you're like that one crazy person in the room, when everybody else is like, saying one thing and you're saying, I see better. For some of us, it's been hard. But those days are like you've defended it. And it's not as hard anymore. The only thing is you can't hold on to any kind of resentment over the fact that things are getting better. You have to take credit for being part of that wave that transformed the world, that made it say, stop, look, there's something better here, okay? There's something better to look at. What you've been doing is not working. What you have to do right now is work on your creativity, Pisces. You have to use this in a creative manner, okay? You have to continue the work that you've started. You have to bring justice. It's weird to say this, but it is. The balance and the justice and the clarity to the other people who need it, okay? You have to be you have to be the one who stands with the bullhorn, and spreading the message is what they're showing me, okay? They're showing me a town crier. They're showing me a bullhorn. They're showing me you being the voice that is heard, okay? And it's not just to say like, oh, haha, I always knew. It's to say, it's to bring, because right now the world is not there. The King of Cups is in reverse. It's showing me that the world is a little bit in this wave, okay? The King of Cups in this way. He is calm in the storm, in the wave. The world is not understanding that the waves are there to show them something important. Unlike we do. We know that everything is an experience. Everything is part of the experience in this world. Everything is meant to be as wisdom, a lesson, not just the good parts. Okay, the difficult parts, they show us something we need to see, something we need to change, help, you know. And you've got to help them get out of these restrictive things, this devil energy of feeling that the bad stuff is just leaving them stuck. Okay, I'm stuck in the bad stuff. I'm stuck in the bad stuff. You kind of have to show them that the bad stuff is the good stuff. Out of the mud grows the lotus flower. Okay, out of the muck, a flower it comes out. So out of adversity, you're not really stuck. It is giving you the tools that you need to move you forward. Okay. It has to be done in high vibration and love, not in hurt and hate. And we know this. We've always known this. Okay? We may have not always understand it, and I will be the first one to admit that, but we've always, always known that this is the way to do it, Pisces. All right, so I'm going to take some from the Soul's Journey. These are also, they have a little purple on the side. See, I'm sticking to the purple. I'm sticking to the purple. So Spirit want me to put into you that they're sending you a lot of love. And the most important part right now, they're saying, let go of the resentment. Any resentment you're feeling about, because it, you know, when you see, let's say, people getting hurt or hurting each other, and you feel like you're stuck, these people are stuck in the matrix, okay, of the world they've created, and you're always thinking or yelling or saying there's a better way. Why aren't these people seeing a better way? Now that you're seeing some of the changes, some of us may be feeling like, well, it took you long enough, you know, and they just don't want you to stay in that energy. They just want you to be grateful that eyes are being opened, and doors are opening, and things are starting to happen, okay? Yes, it took a while, but you have to be a little bit just, I don't know. You have to be the fair one. You have to be the one sitting there going, all right, balance is starting to return somewhat. Let's feed this one. Let's feed this good energy. Let's see how far we can take it, okay? All right. Surrender.